Well, Blumhouse did it again. And by did it again, I mean they made another movie that disappointed me.
Can you buy some booze for my friends and I?
Not interested.
Please?
Hell.
Ooh, there's my girl.
Ma is directed by Tate Taylor, the director of The Help. It stars Octavia Spencer and other people, but they're not really relevant to this video, so Octavia Spencer. And it tells the story of a lonely woman who befriends a group of teenagers and lets them party at her house, only to become disturbingly obsessed with them and make them realize that she might have plans of her own. I think that intro might have sounded a little harsh. I don't hate this movie. In fact, it's not even all that bad, I would say. There are a lot of things I actually liked about it, but there are just as many things I didn't like, and the things that I didn't like are major elements in this film. Right off the bat, Octavia Spencer carries this fucking movie.
Welcome to Mars.
The character of Ma is actually pretty damn sympathetic. It would have been really easy to make her just a crazy lady who becomes obsessed with these teens, but there's a lot of depth to the character, and there's a lot of repressed pain there that Octavia Spencer really just sells. She brings so much to this character, and you actually do feel sorry for her at times. She's tragic, and she's intense, and she's a little crazy, but she has a fucked backstory. And honestly, you could tell that Octavia Spencer is having an absolute blast in this role. There are a few little things here and there that definitely warrant praise as well. For one, the movie's soundtrack is amazing. It's a lot of mid to late 90s and mid to early 2000s rave dance music. And honestly, it's really catchy, and a lot of the songs in this are like really nostalgic throwbacks that'll just get burned into your brain. Also, props to Blumhouse for breaking the double standard and actually being brave enough to show a dick on screen. I also got to applaud this movie for its overall atmosphere and its gradual descent into complete insanity, but the level of insanity that it hits by its finale is just too far. The logical leaps you have to make are pretty absurd, and the finale just gets too crazy for the film's own good. And this is where we start getting into the stuff that I strongly disliked. It is impossible to care about anyone in this movie. Every single character, with the exception of Jeannie, the girl in the wheelchair, is absolutely despicable. There is no one to root for because everyone is awful, and no one in this film has a shred of empathy. When you hear critics and naysayers talk about how teens in horror movies are obnoxious and unlikable, these are the types of characters they're talking about. They're just rude, obnoxious cliches. Now imagine an entire movie full of people like that, where they're the only characters. Who am I supposed to care about? Who am I supposed to root for? Because honestly, I kind of want them all to die. It's legitimately insufferable at times, and at several moments it made me want to walk out of the theater. On top of that, the characterization of virtually all of the teens is wildly inconsistent, and nowhere is that more evident than in Maggie, the lead. What is her character supposed to be? Is she the shy new girl who's slowly starting to rebel against her mother due to having a new group of friends? Is she the cool girl that everyone likes and ends up being really popular? There's no consistency. What's her deal? On top of that, what is the message of this movie? That revenge is bad and the past should stay in the past? That's kind of confusing considering what happened to Ma absolutely shouldn't stay in the past, and at times kind of warrants the levels that she sinks to get revenge. She should be vindicated, but then that means we're siding with the villain of the piece, and that's a really confusing message. It's a mess, guys. I don't want to be rooting for the stalker who becomes obsessed and wants to torture and maim these teenagers. That's not normal. One last thing before I rate this, guys. The trailer for this movie shows virtually every impactful scene in the film. And I want this to stop. I want trailers to stop spoiling everything. It's really infuriating because I don't want to go into a film feeling like I've seen the entire film. I'm going to use Godzilla King of the Monsters as an example. That didn't bother me, mostly because I read the plot synopsis that leaked a year before it came out. But, that being said, if you've seen all of the trailers that dropped for Godzilla, all 4 of them, you've basically seen the whole film. And why Hollywood? I don't understand this. I don't understand the logic of showing your entire film before people are even able to see it. It doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm going into a movie and there's nothing left to be surprised about or to even keep me invested since I know everything that's going to happen, what's the point? It's a shame, guys, because I did want more from this movie. And it's even more upsetting considering there's definitely some potential here. It's original and it's got a fantastic Chewie role for the leading lady, but the trailer spoiled everything, and it's impossible to root for anyone since they're all the bad guy and you're kind of just hoping they all die. Ma? Nah, more like meh. Right? Am I right? Yeah. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, click down there, like, comment, subscribe. I have a Patreon link down in the description. If you want to help this channel grow and develop and help me do better quality content for you all to enjoy, and you want to be like these cool people right here, please consider donating. I would really appreciate it. Even $1 would help. But even if you don't, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all very soon.
This is the most fun I've had in a long time.